Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and finally, it is time to put our junior chef in the main position. This is something that is inspired by him, huh?
Yes. When I cooked with Neil Anthony, we made koftas.
Wow.
He cooked with Neil Anthony Mzansi, so you better be paying attention. Now, normally, we usually end off the show with a delicious dessert, but because we're celebrating International School Meals, we decided to end off with a recipe by the kids' chef himself. This is his lunchbox favorite that will sure to be getting your kids excited about mealtime at school.
Yeah, so now what he's done is he asked me to come here and see if I can recreate what he does as best as he can.
Do you want to say what it is, Caleb? What are we making?
It's called, it's beef koftas.
Okay.
Oh, beef koftas, but is someone like me who doesn't know what a kofta is?
It's basically a meatball, almost.
It's basically a meatball. It's just shaped into like a finger form or into like a sausage, cylindrical shape, basically. So I've got my mince here. I'm using beef mince, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I use any other type of meat?
Yeah, you can also use lamb, but lamb can be very expensive, so we can use beef.
So how do I do this? Do I put everything in together as one, or?
I think, wait, refresh my memory.
I love that. A king who is thorough about his work.
I think you put it all in.
Perfect. I'm going to do that. But then you're also helping me out because you're making a bit of a dip that's going to go with these, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you've got some yogurt, and what else do you have there?
Lemons.
Okay. So you're zesting some lemons into that mixture for us. So this is like a dip that's going to go with it. So if you're making these for lunch...
Let me help you. So yeah. You're going to use that side, exactly. But it won't all fall into your bowl. So what you're going to do at the end of zesting it, look underneath your microblade, let's see. They're all going to gather there. So that's when you're going to take your spoon and just empty that into there. Boom, boom, pow. Just like that. Don't continue, my girl.
I am continuing.
Remember when I said I had 94 followers?
Yes?
I have 140 now.
Yay! That's what Afternoon Express family is all about. Thank you so much for following our little man, Mzansi. Let's keep those numbers building.
Well done.
Okay, so if we do want your social media handle again, it is at...
Dive in and eat. Dive_in_eat.
Yeah, guys, come on, let's keep those followers up. Our little boy has hit 100 officially.
Imagine. All right, so into our koftas, right, I've added my mince. I've got some onions in there. I've got some garlic. I'm adding some mixed herbs here. I see some thyme. I see some oregano. And then I'm adding my salt and pepper. At which point do I add the breadcrumbs and the egg?
Breadcrumbs and egg.
Is it at the end, or is it immediately with everything?
I think it's with everything.
With everything,
yeah.
Perfect. Because you never know, maybe you've got a technique that you use, you know, to make it extra flavorful or extra juicy. So I'm just making sure I'm doing it the right way. So I'm going to start mixing everything together. And I've got parsley here. Is parsley your favorite herb?
My favorite herb is basil.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
You see, this is when you know that this man knows what he's doing in the kitchen. Basil is absolutely amazing. I can eat basil cooked through in a pesto. I can eat it raw in a salad. Absolutely delicious.
Raw in salad is nice, especially with pasta.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man.
Okay, and how's it going there with your dip?
It's going good. I don't know if I've got enough zest in here. I think it's because this blade is very blunt.
Oop, there we go. Well, look,
let me show you a trick.
It's a celebration there. Yeah, show us.
Let me show you a trick. So what you can do is you can actually zest like this and upside down, because what it does is it catches everything on the top. And then once you've done that, you can just flip it over and then spill everything into...
Yeah, okay.
All right, so you can try that.
And then you can also just use that spoon as well. But Domi, you also have just already sliced up lemon there. What is he going to be doing with that?
He's going to be adding some juice, lemon juice into there, just to give it a bit of a zing. Because like we said, we're using koftas now, and if you were doing something like a lamb, it would definitely work here because it'll cut through that fleshiness of the lamb. So I've done that, and all we do now is to start cooking our koftas. I'm going to shape them into those little sausages that we have here. And depending on the size of your child's kafteen, just make sure that it's big enough or small enough so that it fits. I'm going to make it actually a little thinner.
Make that smaller. I can see that your pan is already super hot. So make sure you always, you monitor the heat that you are enjoying your koftas in, or rather your meatballs in as well. I think over there, Caleb, we're pretty much good with the zest. I think now it's time for you to start squeezing in those lemons to make lemon juice at the bottom of that dipping
Real zesty.
And then once you're done, I think you can actually add some for Bali here, maybe Bali into your bowl, and you can taste for us and let us...
Seeds came out. What must I do with the seeds?
You can take it out with that little spoon that you've got next to you there.
Or something that I do, Caleb. Okay, I keep wanting to visit Caleb. You can already clearly see who's my favorite. I just kind of use my hand, and then I use the hand to, like, you know,
catch the seeds.
Catch the seeds whilst the juice...
If it does fall out, yeah.
If it does. Just like that, my man. But you're doing such an incredible job here. In fact, I think that you're pretty much good when it comes to creating the dipping sauce. Just add your salt, your pepper, mix it up, and then give the bowl over to Dumi.
Awesome stuff. Okay, the meatballs are ready on my side. I'm just rolling them up, but I've got some there made a little earlier. Maybe
the sauce is done. Must I mix it?
Yes,
mix it in.
Okay. Mix it in, and then once you're done, maybe add some sauce for Pale and yourself, and you can mix it in together.
Okay.
Stir it together as well as you can. Perfect, that looks good. And then just please add some dipping sauce for yourself, just on the side. Perfect.
Well, I suppose it's as much as you want.
I guess that is true as well.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
And then this is for yourself as well. Maybe
Thank
give it
you.
a try. Please let me know if you followed your recipe to the T, and if you would let me work in your kitchen one day.
Listen, there's no lunch boxes that are going to come back full. Your lunch box will be 100% empty. This is delicious. Last tips and tricks, Dumi, when making this?
Last tips and tricks is just make sure, like you said, Palesa, keep an eye on them. Make sure they...
You're hired.
I'm hired. Woohoo! I've already got another job. All right, just make sure that your oil is nice and hot enough. It doesn't burn. We don't want it to burn. We want it to cook through. And this is also a great make ahead. Make it ahead, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to cook, just fire in the oven.
In the wise words of Caleb, you're hired. And if you want to try this at home, Mzansi, and any of our lunchbox-inspired recipes, simply head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. This looks so good. I'm so ready to get eating.
You are also hired. I would be rude not to hire you.
Yes, I love that. In the wise words of our king, lunch is served. Here are the rest of the scufflings that we've been creating. And on that note, we wanted to ask you on social media, what age did you start packing your own lunchbox? Now, we've got quite a few answers here. We have got AKA Fezile, who says, when I was 8 years old. We also have Queen N, who said, when I was 12. And then we have Osonele, who says, when I was 9 years old. All right, well, just like that, Mzansi, thank you so much for engaging with us from the top of the show. And we are wrapping up another excellent masterclass with Afternoon Express. Thanks to the help and guidance of our bright young chef, Caleb Buerta. School lunches no longer will have to be boring and insipid. Try these recipes out tonight, and you'll be guaranteed that your lunch boxes will be coming back home every time.
Empty.
But for now, City, good night. Stay safe and happy eating. Goodbye.
Thanks, Mom.